and notice the body. And as you breathe in and out today, find a breath that helps you to tap into your inner calm, your inner strength, and your inner steadiness. And let's find that breath here together. Taking a slow and full breath in. A steady breath out. And then taking 2 more just like that. Breathing in. Complete breath out. And then 1 more. Full, nourishing breath in. And maybe this time a soft sigh out. And if the eyes were closed, start to open the eyes, allow the eyes to adjust to the light. And from here, we'll make our way down onto our back to continue with our practice. Having your props off to the side, and as you lower down, lowering down through the side, or hugging hands underneath the thighs or onto the mat to make your way down onto your back. As you settle here, let the whole back body settle on the mat. And then we'll start to lift up the knees, and we'll bring the knees to hip distance apart here. We'll flex the feet and we'll bring the legs into a 90-degree angle, just like we were sitting in a chair. And imagine if you're pressing the feet onto the floor here, flexing through the feet and finding a sense of strength throughout the legs. We'll reach the arms up towards the sky if that feels okay for the arms and the shoulders. And as you reach the fingertips up, you're settling the shoulders onto the floor. Find an awareness at your center, at your core here, hugging the low belly in. Take a breath in right where you are. And then with your exhale out, slowly send the left foot towards the top part of your mat, lengthen out through the leg, and then send the right arm behind you. Find a comfortable place for you to hover. And then with your next breath in, come on back to center. Exhale out, right leg extends forward, left arm reaches back, hugging into the center. And then with your breath in, come back to where we started. We'll take that again. Left leg extends, right arm reaches back. Breath in, slowly back to center. Exhale out, right leg, left arm. Breath in, back to center. And if you'd like one more round, left leg, right arm. Breath in to center. And then exhale out, right leg, left arm. And breath in, back to center. Let's take one more inhale here, tuning into your strong legs, your strong core. And then on your exhale out, release your knees towards your belly, wrap the hands around the shins or behind the thighs or on top of the knees. Find some gentle movement. And then roll over to your more comfortable side and then make your way up onto the mat. And we'll meet in a kneeling position here. Always that option to bring a blanket underneath the knees. Stack hips over knees, tuck your toes, hug your upper arm bones in, and then slide your hands forward to the top part of your mat. Bring the hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bring the forehead down to the mat here for our puppy pose or heart melting pose. Upper arm bones are wrapping in. We're really tall and spacious through the spine. And if this in any way doesn't feel good for the head, the neck, or the shoulders, untuck your toes and soften your heels, hips back towards your heels. And let's take a slow, full breath in. Slow, soft breath out. Next breath in, press into the hands, lift the forehead. Come on back up into hands and knees. Hug your upper arm bones in, lengthen through your spine. And then with your next breath in, allow your belly to soften towards the earth, lift the heart, the crown of the head and the tailbone up towards the sky for your cow pose. On your exhale out, curl into your center, gentle push of the earth away here, round through the back body, create some space between the shoulder blades. We'll move through that again. Breath into your cow pose. And breath out to your cat pose. Let's take one more inhale here. Exhale, curl into your cat. And then with your next breath in, come back to your neutral spine, either pausing in hands and knees, or send the hips up towards the sky, shifting into downward facing dog. And let's take some movement here for the body as you settle into your down dog, pedaling the feet, bending the knees, maybe moving the hips from side to side, moving through the spine and the shoulders. And then start to settle into this pose and bring attention here to spaces that provide you strength in this pose. Wrapping the upper arm bones into the shoulders, hugging in to your core, and finding that sense of strength through the legs. And then as you breathe in, find a little more length through the spine. And then take an exhale out. Next breath in, look to the top of your mat, take a soft bend in the knees, and then start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. And we'll shift there to a forward fold. Equal out the weight through the four corners of your feet. And then with your next breath in, slide your hands onto your shins, lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine. Soften shoulders onto the back. And with your exhale out, soften into your fold. Next inhale here, sweep the arms out to the side, reach the hands high to the sky. And on your exhale, hands journey to the heart. Arms come down by the side and we settle into our strong mountain pose, Tadasana. Press down through the four corners of your feet here, base of big toe, base of pinky, both edges of the heel. Find a gentle bend in the knees here with hips anchored over knees, knees anchored over ankles. Legs are strong. We're connected to our core, hugging the low belly in and up. Spine is tall, shoulders are soft. Let's take a breath in here, sweep the arms out to the side, reach the hands up and overhead. And on your exhale out, palms come through heart center, soft bend in the knees, fingertips towards the earth. As you breathe in, bring your hands on to your shins or onto your thighs, half lift lengthen. And with your exhale out, move into your forward fold. From here, step back, hands and knees or into your downward facing dog. Find your sense of strength once again at shoulders, at core, throughout the legs. And from here, if you're in hands and knees, walk your palms, palm print forward. And then with our next breath, we'll roll up either into our half plank if we're in hands and knees, or if you're in downward facing dog, roll up into your plank pose. Hug the shoulders in, hug into your core, press out through the heels. And then with your exhale out, send hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog, or back into hands and knees. Take a breath in and breath out. Next, inhale, look to the top of your mat, soft bend in the knees, and then we'll step or walk, feet up to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale here, hands to shins or hands to legs, half lift lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breath in, sweep the arms out to the side, reach the hands high to the sky. And on your exhale here, hands journey to the heart. Let's take another breath in here, sweep the arms up. This time with your exhale out, bring hands to heart, sit back into your chair pose. Equal the weight out through the four corners of your feet, strong legs, steady center, tall spine. Breath in here to lengthen, maybe arms float forward or up towards the sky. With your exhale out, sit back into your chair. Next, inhale, sweep the arms out wide, reach the hands high to the sky. And on your exhale here, forward fold. Take a breath in, hands to shins, half lift lengthen. And exhale, fold. From here, we'll step our right foot towards the back part of our mat. Land that foot on a 45-degree angle so the right toes are pointing towards the top right corner of your mat. And before you rise up, Press the four corners of both feet down into the mat. Find that sense of resistance here. And then take a slow rise up to stand. Use your low body strength to lengthen the spine and to reach the arms up and overhead. Soften shoulders down the back as you reach the fingertips high to the sky, and take a full breath in here. With your exhale out, open the arms wide to a T shape. And then we have a couple of different options. We can sweep right arm underneath the left, cross at the elbows, bring palms together for our eagle arms. We can also press the back of the hands together or squeeze the forearms together here. So whatever feels best for your shoulders, for your elbows, for your wrists. Keep firmly pressing into the sole of the feet, hug into your core, lengthen through the spine, reach up through the fingertips and the crown of the head. And then with your exhale out here, curl in towards your center. Draw the elbows in towards the belly. Let the head soften. And then with your breath in, push the earth away again. Rise back up into your warrior one with your eagle arms. And then on your exhale out, open the arms wide. Give yourself a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades together. And then on your next breath in, arms float up towards the sky. And with your exhale out, we pivot into our warrior two. Adjust your feet so your front heel is bisecting your back arch. Press down equally into the soles of both feet here. Find the sense of strength from your legs here, from the floor up to the hips. Hug into your core, lengthen through the spine. Soften shoulders down the back, and at the same time, hug your upper arm bones into your shoulder joints. With our next breath in, we'll flip both palms. We'll push the earth away with the front leg, lengthen through that leg and reach the arms up towards the sky, flying warrior. With our exhale out, open the arms wide again and come back to your warrior two. Feeling that sense of strength here as you reach up, hugging core in, hugging shoulders in, hugging hips in. And then with your exhale out, warrior two. Let's take that one more time. Breath in, sweeping the arms high to the sky. And then on your exhale out, warrior two. And let's pause here, take an extra breath in. And soften the shoulders with your breath out. On your next inhale, flip your front palm, back hand comes to back thigh, left arm reaches high to the sky, peaceful warrior. And now with your exhale out, flip both palms forward, roll onto the ball of your back foot, take the hands down to the mat to frame your front foot. Back knee can stay lifted, or we can lower this knee down. Right hand comes onto the earth or onto your block. And then with your next breath in, we'll sweep the left arm up to the sky, moving into our twisted lunge. Front knee anchored over the front ankle. If back knee is lifted, press out through that heel, stack your shoulders. Take a breath in here. And then with your exhale out, left hand comes down to the mat. Tuck your block off to the side. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog or into hands and knees here. Take a full breath in. And full breath out. Let's revisit our plank pose from here. So if you're in hands and knees, walk the palms forward. And if you're in downward facing dog, we slowly wave up to our plank pose. And if you're in hands and knees, slowly wave up to your half plank pose. Hug the shoulders in, hug the core in, lengthen through the spine. And then with your exhale out, hips move up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Next breath in, look to the top of your mat, soft bend in the knees, and then on your exhale, step or walk, feet up to meet the hands, forward fold. Take a breath in, hands to shins, half lift, lengthen. Breath out, forward fold. Let's take an inhale here, sweep the arms out to the side, reach the hands high to the sky, and on your exhale, hands journey to the heart. Come back to your mountain pose here, Tadasana, settle in. Once again, find that steady breath. And with your next inhale, arms float high to the sky, and on the exhale, hands to heart, we sit back into our chair pose. Breath in here, lengthen through the spine. Maybe hands stay here, they reach forward or they sweep up towards the sky. With your exhale out, sit back into your chair so your big toes shining up at you, hug in to your core. Take one more breath in. Soft breath out. Take an inhale here, reach the fingertips away, and then on your exhale, forward fold. Breath in, hands to shins, half lift, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. We step the left foot to the back of the mat this time, land the toes so they're pointing towards the top left corner of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. And before you shift, press down through the soles of both feet. Find that resistance of feet against the earth. And then take your time, slow rise up to stand. Build your strength, build your steadiness on the way up as you reach the arms up and overhead. Hug into your core. Hug your legs together from right to left and lengthen through the spine. Take a breath in here, reach a little taller, and then with your exhale out, arms open out to your T. Sweep the left arm underneath the right here. Find your eagle arms, palms together or back of the hands together. And then option to squeeze the forearms together as well. Take a breath in, lift the crown of the head, lift the fingertips up towards the sky. And then on your exhale out, curl into your center, slow and steady. Bring the elbows towards the chest or towards the belly. And with that same sense of resistance, push the earth away as you come back to your warrior one with eagle arms. And then we release the arms, gentle squeeze of the shoulders together. Breath in, arms float up. And breath out, pivot into your warrior two. Take your time to align, front heel to back arch, front knee over front ankle. Press equally down into the soles of both feet. Strong at your midline here, tall in your spine. And then as we breathe in, we flip both palms, lengthen through the front leg, reach the arms up towards the sky, flying warrior. And with your exhale out, soften into your warrior two. Moving with the breath, steady inhale here, reach the arms up towards the sky. And steady exhale out. Let's take that one more time. Breath in. And breath out. Pausing here, take a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Next breath in, flip the front palm, back hand lands to back thigh, right arm reaches high to the sky, peaceful warrior. And then with your exhale out, sweep both hands forward, roll onto the ball of your back foot, find yourself in your lunge. Left hand onto the earth or left hand onto a block, left knee lifted or left knee down here. Right hand sweeping towards the mat, and then with your breath in, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Hugging legs together here from right to left, pressing firmly into the sole of your front foot. Find a sense of space across the shoulders, a sense of length in the spine. Then we'll take another breath in here as we reach up. And then on your exhale out, take your right hand down to frame your front foot. Left hand comes to meet it. Step back, down dog, or into hands and knees. Let's take a breath in here. And breath out. We'll take one more visit back to our half plank or into our plank pose here. So if you're in hands and knees, walk your hands a palm print forward. And then with the next breath, we'll wave up into our plank or into our half plank pose, slow and steady, mindful of our strength, mindful of our alignment. And then with your exhale out, hips move up towards the sky, downward facing dog or into hands and knees. One more breath in there. And with your exhale out, let's lower knees down to the mat. Let's untuck the toes, and with knees together or knees shifted apart, soften hips back towards the heels, letting the whole body rest in child's pose, Balasana. Maybe you tuck hands underneath the forehead or a block underneath the forehead here. Or you can sweep the arms down around to meet the feet or meet the ankles as well. Slowing down the breath. And taking one more inhale. And releasing, exhale. And then make your way back up into hands and knees. And then we'll shift the feet off to the side here. We'll come on to our seat. And as you make your way down to the back, we'll be moving into bridge pose. So if you know you'd like to take a supported bridge, have your block nearby so that you can take that under, you can place that underneath the sacrum. Rolling to your side or rolling here through the back body, hugging hands under thighs or hands onto the mat. Take your time to lower down and then walk your feet in towards your seat. Press the four corners of your feet down, align feet with knees, knees with hips. Here, if you'd like to take your supported bridge, take your block, place it underneath the sacrum. If you'd like to come into bridge pose with me, set to Bandhasana, bring your hands down by your side, press into the feet, press into the palms, the arms and the shoulders. We'll take a breath in here and we'll start to lift the hips up towards the sky. Maybe you settle at a quarter lift or a half lift, or you lift a little higher, finding that place where you're strong and steady through the legs. You're connecting to your strong core. You're building a sense of strength through the back body as well, and then a sense of space through the spine. The head is neutral, and you find your steady breath once again. And then we'll gift ourselves one more full breath in. And then with your exhale out, slowly lower down to the mat, upper back, mid back, and then finally the low back settles down. Feet stay right where they are if that feels good to you, or maybe walk the feet a little wider to the long edges of your mat. Let the knees fall in together for constructive rest. Let the whole body soften and settle. And then we'll walk our feet back to hip distance apart. We'll cross the right leg over the left, flexing the right foot. And either pausing here, bringing a couple blocks underneath your left foot, or hugging the knees in close to the chest. Coming into reclining pigeon. Finding a slow, soothing breath in. And a soft breath out. Taking one more of those, breathing in. And breathing out. Take your left foot down to the mat, uncross the legs. And then we'll take the left leg over the right, flex the left foot. Pausing here, or a couple blocks underneath the foot, or hugging the knee in close to the chest, flexing both feet, right knee over the right hip. Full breath in. Full breath out. Taking one more inhale. And maybe a letting go exhale. Release the right leg, take the right foot down to the mat. Hug the knees in close to the chest, wrap the hands around the shins or behind the thighs, and maybe here you'd like to hug the head a little closer into the knees. And then with your exhale out, bring the feet down to the mat. Pausing here with knees bent or lengthening legs out in front of the body. Find your most comfortable place to settle and land in Shavasana. Take this time to find rest and to find stillness. And I'd like to thank you for coming along to practice today. Namaste.
The following program is brought to you by Rogers Anyplace TV. Enjoy exclusive content for free. Visit rogersanyplacetv.com.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Hey everyone, it is Jason Piercy, host of Out of the Fog on Tuesday nights at 7:30. You're definitely going to want to watch because you never know what I'm going to get into. It's all about community. It's all about you. So watch Tuesday, 7:30.
It isn't the heavy trays that make the job difficult, or the fast pace you need to keep up. It's not working another double because someone called in sick. What makes the job tough is the moment you realize a customer has had enough and you have to make that decision not to overserve. Refusing service isn't personal, it's the